I'm with Dan Drebing, the resort manager at the Ritz-Carlton Maldives, Faroe Islands. This is a very special edition of Cocktail Conversations. Special in the sense it's the first time we've ever had a vista like this. Dan, tell us a little bit of how you got here.
Yes, I have personally been in the Maldives now over 6 years already. So it has been quite a journey reaching over here. A very interesting journey in terms of Maldives, being able to join the Ritz-Carlton Maldives for the pre-opening stages. The first time I was here, there was literally nothing on this island, and to see it where it is now has been really been a blessing.
I'm here to hear about the Masters of Crafts, which I believe is partly your brainchild. Tell me, here I've got the beautiful booklet here of it, right? And Chef Pam from Bangkok is here. But before we get on to Chef Pam, what is it that, what are you doing with the Masters of Crafts?
Really, Masters of Craft is something that here at the property is something that we are extremely proud of. We get to collaborate with different brands, personalities, different chefs, bars from the 50 best list, with 5 amazing practitioners from around the globe, where they came and gave different activities from yoga, physical activity, sound healing. So it becomes a well-rounded Masters of Craft calendar.
So is Pam the first chef you brought in under this series, or?
For this year, yes, she is the first one that we have.
How did you get to select Pam out of all those great chefs around the world?
We have an amazing director of food and beverage that gets involved in considering and finding the correct talents around the world and who would best suit our property. We obviously have an amazing Cantonese restaurant, Summer Pavilion, and Chef Pam's restaurant with her cuisine and that blend between Chinese and the Thai cuisine was a perfect match for this day.
Now, I'm going to switch the conversation around to your team here. Right. I mean, I arrived yesterday, and you call them ladies and gentlemen, or gentlewomen and gentlemen. Is that it?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
As part of the Ritz-Carlton, our brand and our culture really goes around the ladies and gentlemen, right? Our motto since the conception of the brand has been ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. And one thing that we know is very unique to us is that our ladies and gentlemen really provides the most exceptional personalized service.
The Maldivian people seem to be just natural, and they don't, maybe they're not getting the credit on the world stage they deserve. We always, we think Thailand, the land of smiles and everything else, but there's some real special qualities to the Maldivian people.
They really do enjoy the craft, what they do in terms of tourism. And that's what makes our job so much more easier, because they are really ambassadors of hospitality.
Koktail Magazine, which we're interviewing for today, it stands for sustainable luxury. That's the kind of thing when we started that magazine about 3 years ago. It's an online digital media brand. Now, you have luxury. Tell me how you're being sustainable.
Well, sustainable luxury is a very important aspect of what we do. We have a few pillars that we try to ensure we uphold ourselves to. When we look at F&B, over here at the Ritz-Carlton Maldives, we ensure crate-free port. We ensure that our fish and the seafood that we have are all from sustainable resources. So all of that is a minimum that we need to do. But further to that, the property itself, as you can see in most of our villas, we already have an installed solar panels. Right now, we're doing a second phase where all of the public spaces are also being added with solar panels. And the third phase, which should now be happening around end of this year, will be 150 square meters of solar panels that's going to be floating. And it's going to be located between this island and Faroe campus, which is the island where the ladies and gentlemen live. And this will help us reach around 30 to 40% of the total power that will be supplied by renewable energy. Not only that, we also collaborate with our marine biologist that lives and works with us to do anything and everything from coral regeneration, to study of the corals, to activities and education for the little ones that comes here with the family.
So you're training young people from a young age to recognize how beautiful this is, and it has to be sustained somehow.
And we also do a lot of collaborations with the local islands that are just around maybe like 30 to 40 minutes away, where we actually go to the schools, and the marine biologists actually go and teaches the schools.
I mean, the problems in places like the Maldives are not caused by people from the Maldives. They're caused by the rest of the world. Kind of global warming is raising temperatures, raising sea levels, and the impact is being felt here. I just thinking, as you were talking, that maybe as your guests leave here, they're going back out to the rest of the world and they're telling the story that really the rest of the world has to do something to protect countries like the Maldives and others from the impact of global warming. It's not being told enough. People seem to think it's, oh, my country's not affected too much by it.
Right.
But what about here?
In the Maldives, sustainability is a very big topic, right? We owe it to the country to give back as much as we can, whether if it is reducing plastic, which we have zero plastic on property. And like you said, it is up to us to do those little changes and to be ambassadors of sustainability.
You can't help but come here and say, well, this is sensational, but I do hope that people in 50 or 100 years' time are going to get to enjoy it too. And we all have to play a part in, I think.
All of us, right?
Yeah.
And it is our own responsibility to ensure. And I think that every little practice will be measured, that every little practice that we put in place will definitely help to avoid those massive climate changes that's currently happening, especially that is affecting countries like us here in the Maldives.
Yeah, well, that's great to hear that. I've been on a personal search for the best hotel room in the world.
And how is that going for you?
I've been looking for 50 years. And I'm not sure what is the best hotel, but for me, the best hotel room in the world has every single light switch in one little place where I can find it, and all the blinds close and all the lights go off. When I go to the washroom in the middle of the night, some light comes on. Yeah. And you've managed to do that here.
Very nice. I'm glad to hear that.
How would you rank your rooms compared? Would you, if I was going to compile the top 5 types of rooms in the world, are you in that list?
I want to think yes.
I think you might be. I think you might be.
We're lucky to have a property that was designed by Kerry Hill. It was the last property that he personally oversaw. So you can see a very unique design where simplicity as well as the Zen feeling really comes to life. Circular shape that is so predominant in our architecture and our design, and how we have embraced the water all around us really is what makes it different. Our property is perfect for honeymooners, for family, for anything in between. And you can see, for example, and I'm happy that you actually went inside our Ritz Kids, and a lot of the activities that we do are surrounded for education. Of course, by having fun, also to educate the little ones. And also, worthy note here is our partnership with Jean-Michel Cousteau.
I saw that,
And a lot of the activities that we provide for the kids are actually curated together with him and his team. And it evolves around marine preservation.
It takes us back to that discussion we were having. The best ambassadors for the future are these children that are going into Jean-Michel Cousteau's environment there. So,
and being able for us to offer that to the guests, and it's so unique, and we're so lucky to have him as a part of our part of the stewardship of this sustainability program.
And you welcome retirees too.
Please, anytime. Like I said, anything in between. That's
I tell you, it's a great place to come if you got the time. And look at that.
You would never see these colors that we have here in the Maldives.
Dan, it's been a pleasure talking to you for Koktail Conversations.
Thank you.
Hope to see you around the resort over the next day or two.
Enjoy. Thank you so much.